Oh my god, guys, you won't believe this, but I actually ordered a salad online and it's just arrived. So I'm just going to have a look. Oh. Well, I ordered a salad. Sorry, salad. And they're giving me seven bars of chocolate instead. That's weird. Hello everyone, it's James here, welcome in. Today we're going to be reacting to the woman whose blood sugar is higher than Patsy Stone in a jump jet. We're going to be reviewing Foodie Beauty. And today it's Chili's first impression mukbang, Cajun Alfredo pasta, and queso and chips. So, 1 carb, 2 carb, 3 carb, 4. Give it to me if you want some more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Queso and salsa. Great. Yeah, so this is another pancreatic nightmare in the making. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Welcome back to another video. Today I am trying Chili's for the first time.
You are. She is so stunning and brave for trying Chili's for the first time. I've never had Chili's, so I don't know if it's any good or not.
So let's get into it. Bismillah. They gave me 2 bags of tortilla chips.
Oh, you're so lucky.
2 huge bags. I'm gonna put one aside, yeah.
Put one aside, save it for after the video.
Alright, so I'm trying their pasta. I wasn't in the mood for like fajitas or anything. So this is Cajun pasta. So it has shrimp, chicken, penne with like an Alfredo sauce with tomatoes, onions, and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, it's got a lot of shit in it, basically. It doesn't look very nice. And that, the penne looks really thick. Like, really thick. Do you see that there? Like, I like penne. It's one of my favourite types of pasta. And it's normally quite thin, but these are like girthy, girthy bits of pasta, you know? Bloody hell.
And a garlic toast that's not very crispy anymore, but whatever.
Do you know what, Foodie? I hope every single bit of toast you ever have from now until the end of time is soggy and floppy. There, I said it. And I couldn't wish it on a nicer person.
Okay, and I have some queso, skillet queso.
That looks
Queso
horrible.
with chili, beef, and their salsa. I want to try their salsa. Let's try this.
Nice.
It's very thin.
It's very thin. There's low-hanging fruit there. I'll let you guys make the joke.
That's some good salsa.
That queso is just... It's just cheese and beef, right? Queso is cheese in Spanish, I believe.
I have water and 0 sugar iced tea.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so relieved you said 0 sugar iced tea. That's going to counteract everything else you've got in front of you there. That's it. Drink it down, love.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's try this pasta.
Let's have a look.
Penne. Chicken.
Nice. Looks like actual real chicken for a change. Wipe your mouth, you filthy heathen. No, wipe your mouth first.
That is really good.
Oh, or lick it, whatever.
A shrimp.
Oh my god. You haven't even eaten the first bit. What are you doing with the toast? There you go. Took her about 2 chews. Bloody hell. She proper bit into that toast, didn't she? Is that like garlic bread, basically?
Mm.
But I'm glad it's soggy. If
So
only the
far,
chips were soggy as well.
very good.
So I don't watch her lives because I value my existence. um, but apparently she's always like very tired and very like exhausted looking and very puffy in her lives. And that can only be attributed to the sheer amount that she eats beforehand. Like she's literally got three different types of carbohydrate here. She's got the pasta, she's got the bread, and she's got the corn chips. So yeah, she's gonna feel like absolute shite after this, and then she's gonna go on a live and talk for hours. She's made. She's made.
I usually prefer more chunky salsa, but it's very flavorful. Even though
Honey, you know me. I like it chunky too, but I'm not a big fan of salsa. Um, I prefer just like a normal tomato sauce, to be honest, if I have anything. I don't really like chips and dip. If I have like crisps, potato chips, I'll just eat them straight from the bag. I don't really care about like any dips or anything like that. I think that's kind of one thing that I'm thankful for is that I'm not a big fan of sauces because if I was a big fan of sauces, I'd probably still be a super heavyweight because I'd probably like drench stuff in sauce. So yeah, I'm very thankful for that. That I'm not a saucy person. Well, I'm a saucy devil. You guys know that, but in a different way.
no, it's like thin. Mm.
Chompety chompety. That looks it's basically
The
like
texture,
red
like
water, isn't it?
you can tell they make them there.
How can you tell? I don't get how you can tell that they make them there. Do they taste like they're not off? Is that kind of the level that we're going at here? Maybe they do make them there, but I don't know. When it comes to crisps, it's kind of like it's not like bread where you can tell that something's utterly fresh, made on the day, kind of thing. Yeah, I guess she's trying to be like a foodie and like, yeah, you can actually tell the moment they come out of the oven. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She is loving that queso.
The queso is bomb.
Bomb. Exactly. Bomberclat.
Let's make a sandwich with
Let's not. Oh, good lord.
the garlic sauce.
I mean, that's not a sandwich, but you're just basically putting carbs on carbs. The carbception has returned, people. It's so delightful. And here we go again, the white sauce for her niche audience. You know how it goes, guys. She's like clockwork at this point, isn't she? You can set your watch to her. Some napkins would be absolutely delightful, Foodie, or just lick it off. That's right, keep your chin blocker in place. Do you reckon that's part of the reason why she wears hijabs now? It's just so that she can block all the chinage out. Like sometimes I feel like I need something here to block the chins out. That's why I've got a beard, so that it doesn't look like I'm a chinson, Anyway, chins. We've all got them. Some of us have more than others. Some chins are bigger than others.
So good.
Come on, Foodie, I've finished my coffee already. We're only a few minutes in.
So, I'm pretty sure the Chili's here in Kuwait, in the Middle East, has
Oh,
different menu items.
that's better.
Because I always see people in, like, the USA, Chili's mukbangs,
I don't think
eating these, like, really bomb
I
looking.
don't think we have chilies in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never ever seen one. It could be another one of those things where it's like they've got three and two of them are in random cities up north and then one in London, which is quite common for the niche American restaurants that we have here. Because with Wendy's, you've got Wendy's in London, and then you've got like a couple of random Wendy's up north in like Leeds in Yorkshire and places like that. It's kind of odd.
Looking cheese sticks. I think it's called, like, a triple dipper. I don't know.
If anybody I could attribute the word triple dipper to, it's definitely Foodie. She's a triple dipper. She's the double decker triple dipper.
So there's more
Try and
chips
say
than
that fast.
dips here. It's like they give you a whole bag for, like, one sauce.
Ah, but you got two bags, haven't you? We
Also,
haven't
they're
forgot about
light
the other
and
bag.
super crispy. Not stale.
She's like, oh, they only gave me one bag. Trying to shift the remembrance of the first bag from the video. Yeah, all right, love.
Shrimp.
What did you call me?
You guys, I'm loving this.
To be fair, that's probably one of the insults she would hurl at me because she doesn't really read people that well. Texas toast. I hope it's as soggy as my pants out of the washing machine.
All right. So I injured myself again.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I've heard about this. She wants sympathy because she's got a bad back. Oh, well, what did she do? She didn't tell us what she did. I don't think. But she's like, oh, I've got a bad back. Please feel sympathy for me. So do you reckon that she's gonna make it into a whole big thing about her bad back because she can't go outside, which is very sad. Maybe when she popped her back, she was probably picking up that second box of pizza. She's like, ooh, I wish I never bought it. Well, no, she'd never say that, would she? She probably went down a bit too fast to pick up that second box of pizza. All the crusts that she left behind in it were too heavy. She is making a big dent in this very quickly.
I threw my back out.
I'll tell you what though, as a big person, I have a tremendously bad back pretty much all the time. And if I ever go for a walk for like a long distance, say like over 5k, my back is really, really hurting because I've got like so much frontage to be discreet about my gunt. It obviously, it drags my back down. I get a lot of pain in like the middle to lower sections of my back. So yeah, as a big person, it is easy to get really bad back pain, and I don't know if it'll ever disappear. I know. I don't know if you guys are aware of Shaun of Steel. He reacts to like my £600 life videos, and he used to be £600 himself, I believe. and he says he still has a bad back despite losing a lot of weight. So that is one thing I'm kind of worried about, is how my back's going to hold up once I reach like a decent weight for my height. Um, but then again, I got myself to the position to have a bad back, so I guess it's going to be one of those things that I'll just have to live with, unfortunately.
That's why I'm ordering in tonight.
You order in every night, Foodie. Foodie doesn't need to have a bad back as an excuse to order in. She's had like sweets from the bakery. She's had Substop. She's had Wendy's. She had Substop again. This is. She doesn't need an excuse to order in. So save us your web of lies.
I threw my back out last night.
Yeah.
I heard like a pop and I'm like, oh no. That happened to me before.
I would say, yeah. That's one thing I've noticed about Foodie. She's not a tremendous storyteller. She'll just, maybe it's because she's taking like 20 bites of food in between the story, so we're kind of waiting for the denouement and the ending and stuff like that, and she doesn't pace the story very well. I mean, I can give her lessons on story pacing if she wants. I'm available.
And it took like a couple of days to get better. Not like a month like the sciatica, but
I mean, all these carbs are going to do wonders for your bad back.
lots of shrimp.
That's another thing as well. When your diabetes is uncontrolled, you are very susceptible to a lot of illnesses, basically because it just compromises your immune system. So I'm thinking that maybe she's starting to get this bad back because her body is a lot weaker, and also from uncontrolled diabetes you get muscle loss. So I'm wondering if she's losing muscle, if she's atrophying around her back, and all that's left is like the fat, that could be it. So maybe she needs to take this as a warning sign, because yeah, if you just bent over and your back popped, hey, that ain't good. That ain't good. Especially because she's not even moving. All she's doing is sitting there eating. She doesn't even do her Jane Fondant exercises or whatever she's called. Anyway, back to glorping her glop.
Big piece of chicken.
Nice. I do like that she's telling us all about every single tablespoon of protein that's in this bit of pasta here. I imagine to cut costs, there isn't that much protein in it. It's going to be mostly pasta with white sauce, you dirty cow. We know why you get the white sauce, you heathen.
Maybe go tomorrow.
Hungry Hippo 69. Old Hungry Hippo 69's like, oh, can you get some more white sauce? I love it when you use the white sauce. Dirty bastard.
I'm going.
I'm going shopping after this, and I'm kind of glad I'm watching this, so I'm not going to impulse buy any pasta or cheese or crisps.
So, ready or not, here I come.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, Lord, she coming. Yes. I too love tripling up my carbs to spike my blood sugar so high that I'm about to go into ketoacidosis. She puts the queen in ketoacidosis queen. it is a marvel to watch
Right.
her eat, because she does eat like a speed eater. If you've ever seen like Beard Meets Food or Randy Santel, you see the way that they combine foods and the way that they consume multiple things at the same time. It seems like she eats in a similar way, and I would wonder how she would do at like a speed eating contest. I reckon she'd take the gold medal. If it was an Olympic sport, she would represent Canada in a marvellous way. There would be golds on the medal table all around.
There's gonna be so many shrimp, and they're big.
Bloody hell, there was so much pasta there and she's nearly garfed it all. Speaking of garfed, bloody Garfield would be proud of this, wouldn't he?
You don't understand how hungry I am. Okay. Last night?
Nah, nah, nah. She doesn't understand how hungry she is. That's the thing she needs to watch out for. She doesn't know when she's hungry and when she's not. She has a food addiction, and her hunger cues are going to be all over the shop. So the betting that she was actually as hungry as the food she's consuming now, absolute bollocks, I reckon. She probably would only have been hungry for half of the pasta. Mind you, her stomach's probably expanded so much that it's like going into a cavern at this point.
Laying in bed, trying to sleep, and my stomach was growling. I'm trying not to eat past a certain hour. It's like a certain point in my day. And I was like it depends on when I start my day and end it.
Hold on, if you're not going to eat past a certain hour, and it depends on when you get up, then it's just going to be whenever, isn't it? That makes no sense, woman. And she sat there like if I was hungry and it was my bedtime, I'd just sleep. I wouldn't get up and have 10 jars of pasta, 2 bags of chips, a bucket of cheese, and a bucket of sauce. I'd just honk shoe, and then have my breakfast when I get up.
And I'm like, do I get up and make something? A meal? I was hungry. I'm like, just wait, just wait.
My God, her hunger is all over the place, isn't it? She doesn't know whether she's coming or going, and her pancreas is just like, can you just please give me some healthy stuff, please? I'd love to see a vegetable at some point in my imprisoned life.
You'll get to eat something really good when you get up.
She must think
And
about
sure
food
enough,
24/7.
here we are.
Now, when I was much bigger, I used to think about food 24/7. I'd be eating the meal, and then I'd be thinking about what I could have next. That's kind of how bad it was when I was addicted to food. Now, it takes me a little while before I think about my next meal, and it's so much better to have that space free in your mind to worry about the cost of bread and milk, or the cost of everything. At least I've got space for that in my mind now.
Or another shrimp.
She loves showing us her shrimp, dirty cow.
A filling though,
You got a bit on your chin. Yeah, there you go.
I have to say.
Which chin? I can't tell you.
So yeah, I took some over-the-counter pain meds, anti-inflammatory.
And did they work? I guess we'll never know.
I'm feeling a bit better than last night.
Do Do you reckon she still has her fibre drinks before every meal? Not that it matters. All I'm hoping is that she still takes her Janumet, because as losing efficacy as it will be, it still might do something to keep her blood sugar a little bit lower than 24. She's probably like high teens after every meal now, especially meals this size with triple carbs. It's not like when you have the dessert. When she had the dessert, I reckon, yeah, 20s for the blood sugar. And that's why she felt so rough and tired afterwards. But because this is a savoury meal and it will take a bit longer for the sugar in the food to actually be processed by her body, it will have slightly less of an effect on her blood sugar. But overall, still awful for her health. And I mean, look at her now. She's a picture of contentment here. And we're all pictures of contempt, aren't we?
I definitely have to rest it a bit.
Did you see that? She looked like she spaced out while she was eating there. She was just like, she achieved culinary nirvana for a brief second before she snapped back into the room with the rest of us.
It hurts to straighten my back. Like, so I'm kind of walking hunchback, and I don't want to do that going out. You know?
The bells, the bells. Okay. Well, the chilies, the chilies.
This queso is so good.
Like, I know, you've actually demolished the bucket.
The chili beef in it?
You know you can eat that without the chips. Bloody hell. I hope nobody else has any part of this food afterwards, because she's double dipped to shit.
So it sucks, but I'm not careful.
I mean, we can tell you're not careful. I mean, look at the state of the food that you're eating as a type 2 diabetic. We can tell that you throw caution to the wind, and it's blown far, far away to the land of Oz, where it's probably landed on a wicked witch. My God, I can't even go through a bag of chips that fast, and I love crisps.
I'm just not.
She just pushed the fork. She just pushed the fork in with her chin. She just went, ugh. What was that all about? That's odd. Maybe it's to make more room.
And another shrimp.
Wow. It's like El Dorado up in that.
Thank you, chilies.
Honestly, I've never seen somebody with such bad table manners as Foodie. And I used to be a teacher of children.
This is a bite of, like, I'm full, but it's so good. Sorry. One more piece.
Actually, I remember once. You know, like how impressions of people can change? I was on a train once going to university, and I saw this really handsome guy on the train, and he was stood opposite me, and he was absolutely handsome, wonderful looking guy. And then he got out a sandwich, and he started eating the sandwich like it was the last thing ever left on the earth. It was like lions ripping a wildebeest apart. It was absolutely awful. And then, my opinion of that perfect stranger changed. He he became an imperfect person, and I was just like, well, that's the end of my daydream. But then looking at Foodie, you can tell she's Scrans. I'd call her Nelson Scrandella.
I'm gonna save the rest.
I save the rest for
Smells
as
like
soon
Indian
as the
bourbon,
camera
probably,
turns
but
off.
I don't eat it often. Goodbye. See you later.
You know she ain't going to clean that fork. That's the most clean that fork's going to be with her saliva on it. You just know it. Uh-oh. Don't want to ruin that tablecloth, love.
Alright.
People in Slovenia would love
There's
that
some mushroom chili.
tablecloth.
At least in Kuwait. Very good. I'm sure this would be so good at the restaurant if you're eating it. The toast would be crispy. But the portion is really good.
No. They would serve you soggy toast all day long because I'd ring them up and be like, is Foodie Beauty there? Give her the soggy toast. Thank you. I'd pay extra, don't worry. Anyway, that's Foodie Beauty absolutely devouring a queso load of queso and a portion of pasta perfect for a person of portly perpenditure. Foodie. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.